One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Possibility.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is just a little review, a little let you in on some information, and to be honest, my eyelash extension hell, because you all knew I was going to get some done. I was putting it off for a while. I couldn't find a place that I felt comfortable going to, finding the time and the money, but I found somewhere. I did ask them if I could do a review on the place and my experience. They said yes. This is before they did anything to me, so on their heads it be. Okay, so you can tell I don't have any eyelash extensions on right now. I don't have much on, so sorry if this offends you, then you're on the wrong channel. But we all have those days where we can't do makeup, and my eyes are not in a fit state to wear any mascara whatsoever. I'll explain further on. So right, grab a snack, get a drink, get your phone on a stand, you know, the usual, get comfy. So I will be inserting quite a few pictures and I have some things to show you and share with you. Hope this isn't going to be too boring, but obviously you're here because you want to know what happened to me. Maybe you're wanting eyelash extensions yourself. Okay, so I found a place near to me called AfterGlow for eyelash extensions, and I went on their page and everything on Facebook, and I did check up on a few reviews. I didn't read them all. My fault, but this seemed okay and the prices were extremely reasonable. The eyelash, they class them as semi-permanent eyelashes. They were £20, and now that's quite cheap. I found some before for £35, but that involved me travelling, which I didn't really want to do. I also know of a place that does them for £50. I know a place that does them for £70. They do vary in price. I should have known cheaper is not better, and when it's something so important as your eyes, and potentially you could lose your sight if it goes wrong, I should have thought maybe cheapest isn't best. Again, a learning curve for myself. Okay, so I found the place, I inboxed them. They did say that's fine, you can come have a patch test, which is a good sign. I thought maybe they are pretty decent then if they want to do like a patch test to cover their back. So, you know, that sounded promising. So I went in and had a patch test behind the ear. I already know because I have done beauty for 2 years. I am a qualified beautician, so I know a patch test is required. So again, promising. So I walked into the salon, and it's a very small salon, and I didn't think much of it at the time. They have a little area for hairdressing, a little area for beauty, and then literally boom, as soon as you're walking through the door, there's a sunbed. It's like as big as my front room. It was small, very crowded. There wasn't a lot of customers in there. I don't know whether that was just because of my day. The time I went, there was one customer in there. I didn't hold that against the salon. It's a small growing company. I didn't think much of it at the time. So anyway, I had my patch test done. She did explain if it tingled too much or if it got red, sensitive, itchy, then obviously I have an allergy. Come away, didn't have anything wrong. It didn't even tingle. I didn't have any symptoms of it not wanting to work with my body. So obviously went home and I rebooked the eyelash appointment for the Saturday. So that's 2 days. I had my patch test Thursday, went in on Saturday. I know these things seem irrelevant, but because it's such a opinionated video I'll be filming, I want to explain everything as clear as possible. I don't want anybody to go through what I went through, and also I have a feeling the company may be watching this because I did tell them I was going to do a video review. So I want to cover every angle and just do it for myself, and obviously to stop this happening to anybody else. So I went for my eyelash appointment. I was so excited because, you know guys, I wear eyelashes like all the time. I love falsies, But the reason I wanted eyelash extensions, one is because it's a treat for myself. Me being pregnant, I can't have my standard fillers. I can't go and get excited about having that. You're very limited to what you can do when you're pregnant. They know I was pregnant. I filled out a consent form, everything. We did one of those forms, say if I've got any allergies, anything like that. They was professional by doing that. That is a really good thing for any company to do. So I really wanted it to be quick, like I want eyelashes on go. I am so lazy right now, I can't even be bothered with my makeup. So I wanted something to pamper myself with, to feel good, to just get up in the morning, do my eyebrows and go. And it'd just be nice not to have to glue on falsies all the time. And that, to be honest, falsies had started to tear out my own eyelashes, and that was the last thing I wanted. Funny, you'll know why in a minute. So yeah, I went for my appointment, and the room was very, very small. Literally, table with the stuff on it, very small, like a cupboard type small. A bed which was up against the wall, a little bit rickety. Again, I thought, well, if it's a small business, they can't afford, you know, to upgrade their space or their salon or their beds or anything. I didn't think much of it. I mean, I'm all about that cheap lifestyle, I'm all about cheap makeup and just living on a budget. So again, kudos to them. So as I have explained, I am into beauty. I know what I'm doing. I was trained in individual eyelashes, not eyelash extensions, but I was trained in individual eyelashes. So I know a lot of background on this. So when I got there, she showed me the lengths. There was 4 lengths, and the lashes there was in big clumps. I think there was just a good few together just to show you the lengths, and you could pick what length you had. So there was 4 lengths: small, medium, large, extra large. You guys know me, I am all about big lashes. So I said to the lady, may I have the large on the inside and then the extra large on the outside, like, so it was extra like flary on the outsides. She went, yeah, that's absolutely fine. And I laid down. She could tell I was a flincher, like my eyes are very flinchy when other people touches them. They was gonna stick them on with my eyes open originally, and that drew alarm bells a little bit, because I know that normally they put a cotton round underneath your eye, just underneath. You shut your eyes and they do it that way, standard, like that's how it's normally done. She says, we normally do this with your eye open, but because you're a flincher, we're going to put this thing underneath. I didn't look at it. It was like a very sticky, it felt like sellotape, to be honest. It could have been a round sticky pad, I don't know, but it was very sticky. And she placed that right up on my lower lashes, like right up into near enough where you'd put your eyeliner. It felt very uncomfortable. I shut my eye and I just felt very, it didn't feel right. But hey ho, I thought maybe this is how they do it here. I don't know. So again, normally they use these little, I will insert pictures as well because it's hard for me to explain. They use this tool to normally spread your eyelashes and stick in the individual ones. It's normally a cluster of 2 or 3 normally, depending if you're having Russian or not. They didn't ask. It was just one standard eyelash, I'm guessing. I just thought maybe because they're super cheap, they just use the same eyelashes on everybody. But there was no tweezers, and I started to feel the lady literally just placing a cluster on top of my own eyelashes, like gluing the lash straight on the top of my own, and it felt heavy. I was a little bit like, I'm sure you should be doing this. I didn't say anything because again, I'm open to new things, and I just thought maybe this is the way that they do it. And it took about 20 minutes, if that. And again, I know normally it takes an hour to an hour and a half, sometimes a little bit more, to have this procedure done if it's done correctly. So she was just like very, very fast. Glue, sticking it on top of my eye, sticking it on top. Okay, so she'd finished very fast. I'm not going to say anything bad about the women there. That's not my style. This video is about technique. This is about quality aftercare, but I will not comment on the ladies themselves. So anyway, she'd finished in 20 minutes, very, very fast. I sat up, she curled my eyelashes and she peeled the sticky off. A couple of my own lashes were stuck to the bottom lashes as well, which was like crying an eye open. It was crazy, but that sometimes can happen. I know the risks of that. I should have brought a drink myself. So I sat up, she curled my eyelashes a little bit and they was very flat. They didn't have much curl to them at all. They was extremely flat, and on the edges they was down, like hanging really down on my eyes. I didn't think much of it. I thought maybe it just takes a while to adjust. So I was like, have you got any aftercare tips for me? Because normally they tell you straight away. She's like, yes, I'll give you a little card on them, and she gave me a card. Normally I was expecting a spoolie, do you know, like a mascara one they give you normally, and they'll tell you to brush the lashes and to wash them every few days to make sure that you don't get infection. And nothing like that. It was literally, that's it, don't touch them, don't get them wet for 24 hours. Everything is on this card I've given you. That's basically it. Don't curl them. You maybe can curl them once a week. They should last 2 to 3 weeks depending on your own aftercare. Come back, it's £10 for infills. I was like, that's brilliant. Walked out the door, didn't think nothing of it. So that was the procedure. A little strange. So my boyfriend was like, when I got home, your eyes look really downwards, like they are drooping, like they was pulling heavy in the corners. I thought, is that because I've got little eyes or what? But I did notice in the mirror, I had a little look, and there was just, it was layer upon layer, and there was eyelash clusters stuck to other eyelash clusters on top of my lashes, like layers of them, and it felt heavy. I waited the standard time, and then I did give them a little bit of a curl because they was pulling down. I curled them very gently. I tried to avoid the base of the lash, tried to not disturb anything. I didn't cry, I didn't shower, I didn't wet them, I didn't touch them for 24 hours like she said. Within the first 4 hours, 5 lashes fell out. Literally there was crooked, loose, and I looked in the mirror. I had a few stuck to my actual eyelid, like I brought them with me, like I can show you. They were stuck to my eyelid. They're meant to be stuck to the band, like where your eyelashes are. There was a few randomly stuck to my eyelid. I had glue on my eyelid as well. I was like, I'm gonna look in the mirror and feel like, wow, this looks amazing. I didn't feel like that at all. I messaged the lady and said I've lost a few already. They did advise me I could go get like the infills free for the first week if I needed to fall out, which was really good of them, but they shouldn't have been falling out within the first 5 hours. Never mind, like well, they should have been falling out on the first day, but they was. So I told her, and she asked me to come in on Tuesday because they shut Sunday, Monday, but I was at work till 5 and they shut at 5. So I said maybe I could come in on Wednesday. She was like, okay, just don't touch them, you know, don't make them worse. So I was like, fine, okay. This is where it gets interesting. So Monday happened, Tuesday happened, more fell out, more came loose. They was like, if you just look in the mirror and pull your eye like that, I could see them clearly, the bonds and everything. They was all unattached. The bonds was unattached. Those little dots, let me just quickly show you to explain. The dots wasn't glued down. The actual eyelash was stuck down onto other eyelashes. Like, just check this out. Wait there. These are, I've kept them all. I've kept all the ones I could find. The eyelashes that they stuck on. So it's not focused perfectly, but you can see like halfway down that there's black. The glue was halfway down the eyelash. So the bond, which is the little nubbin at the top, that wasn't even glued down. That was very loose. And I've dropped it. I'll find it later. Oh, here we are. So that was not even stuck down at all. It was loose and pulling off the eyelashes underneath. So the whole top layer was loose, and it was pulling down the other layer underneath, which is putting pressure on my own eyelashes. They do say that you shouldn't overload your own eyelashes. It's meant to be like a ratio situation. They're meant to be in between your lashes anyway most of the time. So like in between, like say these are your lashes here, they're meant to use these tweezers to open them up, place it there, a few strands there, maybe a few on top, but they're never meant to be like layered upon layered on your own eyelashes. As you can imagine, that's heavy. Plus I do have small eyelashes and they're very straight, so they was all hanging off. All the little bonds at the top wasn't stuck down at all. There was the glue on the eyelashes themselves halfway down, which was stuck to other eyelashes, weighing them down. The bonds wasn't attached. So I messaged her, I said they're coming a bit loose as well, and she said, okay, just try and pull off the ones that are loose, don't pull off the rest, and we'll sort it when you come in. I was like, okay. So as I was starting to pull off the loose ones was tugging on the ones that were still stuck down. So I had like eyelashes hanging off, then pulling off other ones, and it was just a nightmare. I could not get off the loose ones. I managed to pull off a few, and then it was very sparse, like extremely sparse. Pictures, you know, will be inserted here. It looked ridiculous, and because they were sparse and extremely heavy on the areas there were still lashes, they started twisting and turning and going upside down or weighing down part of my eye. So I was like very uncomfortable, very heavy, and didn't feel nice, never mind looking nice. Oh, it was horrendous, and I didn't know what to do. I thought to myself, let's just take a look at my own lashes underneath here. Had a look. They was gunked up with glue, like all the way down my eyelashes. There was just glue gunk, and it was hard and nasty. And I thought to myself, do I seriously want to go back there and have them stick these ones back on, knowing in a few days this could happen again? I mean, I have lost over half of my own eyelashes. I have bald spots. I have like, it's like alopecia of the eyelash. I did what I did, I shouldn't have done, and I know this. I should have waited, but with them being so uncomfortable and heavy and hanging weird, it hurt me. So I got some coconut oil and I did try and remove all the lashes myself because it was so uncomfortable and unpleasant, and I didn't want to have to go into town looking like it was just crazy. They overloaded them too much. So I got some coconut oil and I gently tried to pry off the rest. There was a lot of loose ones underneath. There was a lot that weren't attached, but they were attached, say, halfway down. So like this lash here, it was attached halfway down onto my own eyelash, and it was just pulling and dragging and heavy. So I ended up ripping out so many of my own eyelashes. That is my own fault. Everybody knows you shouldn't remove them at home yourself. They have told me not to remove them at home myself, but with me pulling off the loose ones, it pulled off the rest. So I was very, very upset. My boyfriend knew I was upset. I was trying my hardest not to cry. It was just like, I've only had these on since that day, and it was Monday, and I was in this much of a mess. I was like, what shall I do? I don't want this happening again. My eyes were extremely sore, red and nasty. I managed to get all the lashes off. It took me about an hour. The next morning, I woke up and the glue was just, my eyelashes was so stuck up with glue, and it was hard glue, so like it felt like I still had the lashes on in a way. I couldn't rub my eyelashes, they weren't flexible, they was hard, stiff and just uncomfortable. And my eyes were so sore. So I went on Google, you know, I looked up how to get rid of it. So coconut oil, try that. Like makeup remover, I use waterproof makeup remover, olive oil, steam. So I tried everything I could. I steamed my face for like half an hour. Nothing was budging it. It was stiff. It was like super glue. It wasn't pleasant. It was so strong. I was so upset. My eyes were too sore. I couldn't even put moisturiser on my face because all underneath was sore. I didn't have allergic reaction to anything. It was my own fault for trying to get them off, but I just couldn't be in pain having them all, you know, all hanging and sore, and it was uncomfortable. I needed to get them off, and my eyelashes are ruined now. Totally and utterly ruined. And again, I take full responsibility for that. So what I did is I messaged the salon and I explained. They said it was my own fault, basically, that I didn't follow aftercare correctly. Yeah, I got the blame for it. This company does not like take responsibility. It's all my fault. They did offer to rectify it and say come in and we will remove the remaining glue. But why would I want to go back to a salon that, one, didn't do it correctly in the first place, and two, blamed me for their errors? Why would I do that? Yes, it was cheap. It was my own fault for going cheaper, but I did read the reviews, most of the reviews, and they was mainly good. However, I did delve deeper, and there was a hell of a lot of reviews that are negative, not just for lashes, for other things as well. But I was just focusing on the lashes one because I've never had my hair done there or anything. And there was a good few saying they've had the same issue. And then I stumbled across a lady who had the same views as me on their technique and everything. And she owns her own place. Let me just show you how many lashes there are here. So they're very stiff. They was hard, you couldn't get a brush through them. They felt like strip lashes cut up, basically. That's how they felt. They felt very synthetic, very cheap. They don't feel like semi-permanent lashes, and that's what they are classed as on their salon website. Semi-permanent lashes lasting up to 2 to 3 weeks with regular infills. These are party lashes. These are cluster lashes. They should be used for weekend use or at most a few days. The glue that should be used with these lashes is stuff like the Ardell stuff or duo glue, the stuff that you use on strip lashes. You cannot look after those lashes very well at all. You cannot clean them, you cannot brush them, you can't take care of them. Therefore, you are very much open to infection, and it is not good. I mean, seriously, if any of you girls are from Chesterfield, Derbyshire, you know, Sheffield, and you are wanting eyelash extensions, then use my story and do not go for the cheapest place you can find. Do not use AfterGlow, which is on Derby Road in Chesterfield. If you want to have bald eyelashes and to look ridiculous and be in pain and to waste money anyway, after 2 days, they've all come off. So that's very expensive, 2 days of lashes, and to be honest, they did not look amazing. So anyway, this lady, she knew exactly what she was talking about. So I messaged her and I said, hello, I have seen your review on AfterGlow. I have been here, had a bad experience, and I was just wondering if you could please help me with some advice on how to get rid of remaining glue on the lashes. Sorry, this video is extremely long. And she was super nice. She was so polite and helpful. She asked what happened, have I got any of their lashes still on, is it sore, red? I sent pictures and everything. All I expected was her to say maybe try this brand of makeup remover, or maybe go and buy some eyelash glue remover from eBay or something. Do you know what I mean? I didn't expect a lot. I needed some help. And she agreed with me that the company is doing it all wrong. They're going for the most cheapest option for them, and it will end in disaster, let's put it that way. She says to me, look, I'm going to help you. If you can get up here within the next hour, I can take off that glue for you free of charge. I couldn't believe that. I mean, that is the sweetest thing. Like, she didn't do this. She didn't need to rectify this. I didn't know the lady from Adam, but she took it out of her own time to help me use her products to get it off for me, and to just make me feel better, because I was in so much pain and I was so upset. I mean, you guys know how much I wanted this. So I got my sister to take me, bless her, she took me. It is a lot further than the salon I went to, but it's worth it. So we got there and she got me in, and it was at a house. And I think people that work from home do not get enough credit. Just because they don't have a salon or a big area or a space or aren't reputable, like you can't see it from the outside, doesn't mean they aren't amazing. So I went into a house, it was upstairs, the house was lovely and clean, smelled gorgeous. Went upstairs, she had the most amazing little salon room. It was so much more professional, that one little room, than the entire salon where I went before. It was beautiful. The chair that you laid on, it was so professional. And she had like a little cupboard, like a cabinet, a glass cabinet with things that she sold in there. She had eyelash like decor everywhere. It was stunning. And she had her own little section for nails. It was so much more people friendly, and it just looked professional and inviting and warm, and she was such a warm, lovely person. I thought, this is how I know I've made a huge mistake. The difference is uncanny. So bless her, she helped me. She had a look at my eyes first, and she got the glue remover on, and took it all off for me, free of charge. I'm not saying to anybody go and do this, go get them done cheap, then go and find some lovely person. Not at all, I'm not saying that. But just to let you know, there are people out there that do deserve credit when credit is due. The lady, I did tell her I was going to give her a shout out because she's amazing. I'm going to put this, I'm going to take a photo and place it here. Her name is Emma Jayne, and it's Lash Envy. She has a Facebook page, which you can see here, and there is aftercare instructions on the back of the card. Guys, if you're going to do something like this, go take a look around the salon first and trust your instincts. So this lady was amazing. She got off all the glue. It did sting, I was in so much pain, but my eyes were so irritated. But anyway, she got it all off, and she like gave me a spoolie after to make sure all the glue had gone. And I says to my sister, I says, look, this is a spoolie. This is what they should give you, and they should tell you to brush them out with this, clean them, you know, take care of them. And then I've seen those tweezers, you know, the ones I was telling you about that separate the lashes. I've seen those, and I was like, this is it. This is an eyelash extension place. This is where it's happening. This is where it's at. The other place, I could have probably done it by myself. She did say to me, did they class them as cluster party lashes? And I had a look, and on their website, on their webpage on Facebook, it does say semi-permanent. I think it says, sometimes it says cluster lashes that last 2 to 3 weeks. The lashes, I took them to show her, like I showed her a picture of them and everything. She said they are not designed to be used as eyelash extensions, like semi-permanent lashes. They are too thick, clumpy, heavy, stiff. They are not meant for the semi-permanent glue. Semi-permanent glue is made for very, very light lashes, like you can brush them through, basically. And these you could not brush. No. She totally got it. She totally knew what they'd done wrong. She says it's going to cause problems. Anyway, she was awesome. I told the lady I have like no eyelashes left. She could see I was absolutely gutted. And bless her heart, the most nicest thing ever, she actually gave me some serum to help grow my lashes out. She gave me this. It's not even opened, free of charge, to help me get my lashes back. It wasn't her mistake. She didn't mess my eyes up whatsoever. She helped me. How sweet, how kind. I says to this lady, I says, I am going to credit you on my channel because you do not get enough credit. People that do good do not get enough credit. So this video I'm going to tribute to that lovely lady, Emma. I suggest you go and see her if you want lash extensions. Go ahead and check out our Facebook page and our reviews. They are awesome. The reviews are like top notch. I would never ever ever do this again. So I think that wraps it up. So yeah, I have no lashes. I can't wear mascara now. Today I didn't even wear any makeup for work. To film this, I just put a little bit of eyeliner in my waterline and that's it. My eyes are too sore and mascara is not even an option anymore. Just what I need, hey? Just what I need. So, thanks for watching. I will not be having eyelash extensions again. This has put me off for life, seriously. And guys, please do your research before you go anywhere. Cheaper is not best at all. This lady Emma, she like makes the little eyelash fans for you. Looks at your eyes, sees what you need. She can make them curlier, she can make them straighter, whatever. She's amazing. She does other things as well. I just walked in and thought, I fucked this and I should have come here. So I do not recommend AfterGlow. I recommend Emma. So yes, do your research. Please don't make the same mistake as me. I will pay for this with having no eyelashes. Thanks for watching. Sorry, it's been quite a negative, boring video. I have a sore throat now. But I did want to share this experience with you, and so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Again, I'm about inexpensive beauty, but when it's something so important as your eyes and your eyelashes, it could have gone extremely wrong. Let me just say that the company's like, well, they work for other people. It must be you that's not doing your aftercare correctly, because other people it's worked fine for. Maybe it has. Maybe they don't know their shit. But I know that was wrong. That lady knew that was wrong. And if it works for you, fabulous. If you like the stiff eyelashes that you can't take care of, you can't wash, and you can't make sure you're not going to get an infection, then go for it. But if you want to be extra careful and have beautiful lashes, go to a reputable place, go and do your research, look at the reviews, ask as many questions as you can, feel the eyelashes, you know, ask the technique. Don't make my mistakes. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself. Love yourself, and I will see you in the next video.